Hi, good evening.
Hi.
Can you introduce yourself in terms of name, education background, and current working status?
Oh, okay. So my name is Jeremiah,
Okay.
and my education background SPM law, and then after that I go diploma and take a hotel management.
Okay. How about your current working status?
My current working status is I work full time under a company, the Total Gymnastic company.
What's the company about?
It's about teaching gymnastic.
It's just a pure gymnastic
Yeah,
company.
pure gymnastic.
Okay. I'm gonna move to a general question. How many years have you been in cheerleading?
Well, I've been in cheerleading when I was 15, and actually is about 7 years.
7 years. Since when?
When I was 15.
15, I see. What makes you stay in cheerleading after so long?
The passionate about being in cheerleading.
Passionate in terms of?
Instead of the sport, the teamwork, the attitude of the team, yeah, and the choreography, and also performing to outsiders.
You say you joined cheerleading at age 15,
Yeah.
right? What makes you join cheerleading at that age?
That age actually inspired me by my cousin. She actually joined cheerleading when it was her high school, and she invited me for a big event called the Cheer. It's so-called MSSN.
Okay.
So I went to the stadium, and that time really impressed me.
I see. So, since you're at cheerleading so long, what makes the main requirement, what's the main requirement concept of a person should have when they want to join cheerleading?
The main requirement that concept, normally the person have passionate, they are willing to learn and to take feedbacks, and also willing to work in the big group of the team.
So that's what a main person requirement should have when they want to join cheerleading.
Yes.
Okay. What do you think that cheerleading is? Why do you think cheerleading is not popular in Malaysia?
The reason why it's not popular in Malaysia,
Yeah.
for what I feel is maybe it's not enough coaches going around school to teach,
Okay.
and now popular in cheerleading is only Kuala Lumpur and Selangor. Now there are many cheer teams in Selangor and Kuala Lumpur, but not other state in Malaysia.
I see. So that's the reason, is it?
Yeah, that's the reason.
Yeah. What do you think that can be improved in Malaysia to make it more popular?
Can be improved. I felt that
How to make it more popular?
How to make it more popular? I think the association of the cheerleading in Malaysia, they should build up more cheerleading coaches and qualified coaches to send to each state. For example, Penang, Kedah, Perlis, Perak, like other sport do. So to grow up in cheerleading.
I see. Okay. In your opinion, how to expand cheerleading field, and how to expand cheerleading field, and what all the cheer teams now lack of?
Now, how to expand is that it's actually we need to find people, we need to equipment people, so people will join the team. And now mostly cheerleading lagging of
Most of the cheer teams?
Most of the cheerleading lagging of a proper training places.
Proper training places.
Yeah. So now they just put a mat and then they just train.
Is that dangerous?
It's not dangerous, but there is no fixed place training for them.
I see. Okay. Have you ever joined any all boys or all girls before?
No. My first team is a co-ed team, which means a boy and a girl. So that's my first experience until now, for about 7 years.
Okay. You as a boy joining a cheerleading. Nowadays, many older generation people, they have misconcept on cheerleading is only chanting, cheering, or taking the pom thing. It's actually a stereotype kind of thinking. Then, what do you think that is as you are a boy? Do you receive criticism? People will say you girlish, or do you experience that kind of experience before?
For me, I have not experienced any of that before.
Oh really?
Yes, because we actually learn to respect each other in team, which is taught us.
Okay.
Yeah, which is taught us, like for example, we know that every time when we recruit members, there will be a new members. So for example, new members can't do great things. For example, what the senior do. So what happened was, from there the seniors start to respect them all and to teach them all, and how do you say, like courtesy wise. So the senior also wanted to improve, so like won't like criticize them or anything.
How about towards society? Does your friends who are not in cheer disagree with joining cheer?
Society.
Or do your parents, aunties, they all think that cheerleading is for girls? Does that is an issue? Is it? Or no?
So far I haven't faced any problem.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. What are the barriers and constraints faced by like Malaysia cheerleading team? Let's say from your all-star team, you all have training at where do you guys train?
We train at Youth Police.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically there's just a hall, and then we need to roll and set up the mat.
It's a mobile. You have a place to keep the mat, everything.
Yeah, we have the storeroom to keep the mat.
Okay. Then you are a coach yourself.
Yeah.
Do you coach cheerleading?
I coach. Actually, cheerleading is I have an own team.
Okay.
So I will call it myself as a coach and a leader for the team.
Can you tell me what's the team?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome All Star.
Awesome All-Star.
Awesome.
Okay. Like based on your experience, like in Malaysia, there's a few cheer teams. Like
Alright.
in high school,
Yes.
All-Stars.
Yes.
In primary, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then what are the constraints? Like, why are there some schools that they cannot sustain the cheer team, and why are some schools does not have cheer team? Like, why is there some?
The reason why the school don't want to have cheer team, mostly just because they thought that cheerleading is not necessary in their school.
Okay.
So they rather, for example, as you all know that, they rather, for example, they rather take a taekwondo coach, because taekwondo is actually teaching individual, and cheerleader is actually require a team, which means that, for example, football and as usual you don't see many school team actually form a good football team because people moving in and out. So this is what cheerleader happen to, like, and it's hard to maintain because it contain a big group in cheerleading.
So so all the cheer teams, like I asking you in an overall perspective, like all the cheer teams together, can you give me like one or two barriers and constraints in terms like what's so hard for the cheer teams? What is the challenges faced by all the cheer teams? Like overall.
Overall, in high school or overall?
Let's say you give me in high school and all-star.
Basically, in high school, the barrier that mostly cheerleading facing is that they actually don't have the proper mat to train.
Okay.
And the proper size, full mat size to train.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For example, football, you can go any field and the land there, the goalkeeper is big enough. So this is advantage. Actually, same goes to all-star team also. Not many all-star team in Malaysia, they get a privilege to train full size mat.
I see. Okay. Now I'm going to move to further into technical question. Like I myself have observed different competitions, and then I have seen a team training session before a few times, and I even tried out myself once. Like, in your professional opinions, like, can you tell me how a cheer team like yours is, since you are saying that you're managing a team, right? So how's that cheer team works? Like how you manage it, how it functions. Like, does it have a hierarchy, or does it have a system, or how does it works?
Yes, there is a hierarchy system in the team.
Okay.
So that we know who actually are giving instruction, and we know who are doing their own responsibility. So we actually, basically the whole team actually work together, and each one of the member actually will contribute something to do their responsibility. Yes.
So, okay. What are the most important thing to a team in terms of like what they should be aware or careful in the process of preparing for competitions?
In the process of preparing for competition, they should be careful of their
Injuries.
Yes.
Then how you guys actually manage to keep it like?
For example, there's a guy already hurt his ankle and he knows he couldn't do much.
Okay.
So what we normally actually do is we'll find replacement standby for that person, just in case his leg really turned really bad, and then like we really managed to find a replacement, so we swap the person with another person.
About that, right? In a team, accidents, like the word accident, you can't really expect, right? Do you guys actually take precautions to minimize the most of any happenings of accidents, or do you guys like, and whenever the training goes on during the sessions, do you guys actually like think about it, like we must not get injured, we must not have accident? Does it like keep on reminding the team, or does it like keep quiet, everyone should know that automatically?
Because like human beings, sometimes we actually not alert that's what accident happen. So what the normal leader do is they actually keep on reminding them, like for example they are doing stunts, that there must be a spotter around there all, and make sure the spotter are aware the stunt what are they doing.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, how you as a coach, as a team leader, select or pick people from the final team members, for the final team members? Like what's the process?
Normally the process that how actually there is a different way and different leader, they have their own way. But for me, I would like to see a member attitude first.
Okay.
As in good attitude, good commitment, and yeah, in cheerleading you will be having skill to do a performance. But in my way, I rather to choose a person with a good attitude, so the team actually can communicate well, and also can be well bond.
Okay. What's the process of the choreography? Like how you guys actually do it? Let's say, is that like a must-have pyramid or anything like that? Yeah.
Basically, yes, we will have. Basically, that thing that we actually performing, it actually, how to say, like, it's in a score sheet.
Okay.
So we have to fill in the score by doing this thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you describe more about the score sheet? Like
the score sheet, like in the score sheet, there will be a dance score, stunting, tumbling, choreography, basket toss, cheer, which means the crowd of the audience, and also performance overall.
Oh, even cheer is part of the mark.
Yeah, cheer is part of the mark.
So cheer is not something you guys can control, right? It's like,
yeah, because for example we do a cheer, and when the crowd respond, it actually
add on marks.
The judges actually will feel more impressive because you managed to pull the audience to cheer with you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So normally when doing the process of choreography, how you do it?
Basically, the leader will have to check the weakness and the strength for every season of the team. And you all know basically why every year the team routine confirm will change, because the leader or the person who is in charge of choreography, they have to know the weakness of the team and the strength of the team.
So you guys will determine the weakness and the strength.
Yeah, we all, for example, like this skill, we all know it's not doable, and then we won't focus on this skill. But the other skill is actually more doable. We will spend more time on this, working on it, instead of working on the one that we already know that it's not going to hit.
Let's say for this, after you determine this process, like what is next?
What is the next that we will start combining the skill?
Combining the skill.
Yes.
Like, is that like you list down all the skill first? Or
yeah, basically we'll list down the skill and then moving on to countings. Okay. To 1 to 8 is a counting, so slowly combine. And most important thing in choreography is the pace of the routine.
Pace of the routine.
Yes.
It's like fast forward.
No matter it's how fast is it or how slow is it.
Okay, so what's the final step of this choreography? Like you.
The final step normally when the leader done the choreography, we will teach them.
Teach them.
Then first we will ask the feedback from the members, what do you think about this choreography?
Okay.
Let's say they complain it's too tiring and
Okay.
they cannot cope up it.
Okay.
Then we have to lower down the pace
Okay.
or to change it the counting.
Counting. Then you will implement it.
Yes.
So once implemented, it's final. You
Yeah,
gotta
it's
perfect
final.
it, right?
Then they change it and to make it perfect.
Do you guys revise after implementing it? Like
Yeah, we will revise because to make sure that there is no misunderstanding.
Okay. Like, how do you pick your as a team leader? How do you pick your people for the final team members?
How do we pick members?
Sorry. Yeah. In terms of like flyers
Okay.
and base, like how you guys actually must it have like one flyer must at least have flexibility.
Oh, the
base
time.
have, yeah.
Basically, we do set a minimum requirement.
Okay.
So the skill actually not too low.
Okay.
And for like you saying for flyer flexibility, it's actually not necessary.
Not necessary.
Not necessary.
Okay, like let's say you have 15 flyers,
Yes.
but you only need 6.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you choose among the 15?
Among of them, firstly, like for I say, I will choose the attitude
Attitude.
first. So
Okay.
I will meet up with the leaders
Uh-huh.
and to compare which attitude and which attitude.
Okay.
Secondly, I would like to see the commitment to the team.
Commitment to the team.
Yes.
So attitude, commitment,
Yeah. Continued commitment, and lastly is the skill of the person.
skill.
Yes.
So the less important is the skill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the commitment is the attendance.
It is the attendant.
Okay. So about just now I mentioning the pyramid, right?
Yeah.
Is there like a standard routine, like must have a chanting at first? The chanting means the cheering at first, and then the stunts at the middle, and the pyramid at the end. Is that like a standard thing? Because from what I observed from a few competitions, all the teams, like all the teams, they do it this way. It's like everywhere.
Oh.
Is there like a fix?
They actually no fix, but the reason why they actually make it into the reason why they put it pyramid into last section of the routine just because to make it the routine more nice. And pyramid normally the whole team actually working together and to work at the same counting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's why every team is the same.
Yes.
But there is actually no rules about
There
that.
is no such rules that you can do in the middle, on the back, or have to be in front.
So if some teams they want to do it, they can change it.
Yeah, they actually
It's
can
up to
change.
them,
Yeah,
okay.
up to them.
So is there like a team should like how many base or flyer or
Yeah.
backup?
We actually, for example, the total team from Malaysia, actually we are following ICU's international,
ICUs.
the rules and regulation.
Can you tell me what ICU stands for?
Actually stands for International Cheerleading Union,
It's founded by
funded by the how do you say that, it's like a association
it's
cheerleading.
like to govern the Asia.
Yeah, the government.
Ah, okay. So Malaysia is governed by that. The
Yeah, the
cheerleading.
government by that.
Only that, or is there any other government bodies like other things like ICU? Sorry.
There is another one, but we did not pick that,
Which is
which is IWSF.
IWSF.
Yes.
Oh, so ICU is a more famous one, is it?
ICU is not more famous, but it's more simple.
Simple. I
Yes.
see. I see. So, before I move more details about that like how you guys choose I mean how many flyers and backup base, like flyers, base, backup, how is
Normally, full team will be 24 members.
okay,
So you have to equal up.
so 24 members.
Yes,
It's
equal up.
same throughout, like level 4, level 5,
Yeah,
level 6.
level 1 to level 6.
Oh, so level 1 to level 6 is maximum 24.
Yes, minimum 16.
Minimum 16.
Yeah.
So how you break into flyer, base and backup? Do backup counted in the 24?
No,
No.
backup as the reserve,
Ah.
there will be up to 26 only.
So include backup is 26.
Yeah,
Must not exceed that.
not as it.
So for the team is 24.
Yeah.
So for flyer and base?
For flyer and base, for example, if you want 6 flyer, it will be 12 base.
12 base.
Yeah. So 12 base will be total of the member of the team will be 18.
Do you have how many combination, like 6 flyer, 12 base,
Yeah.
or there is other combination? Like,
Not really.
no, this is a standard one. Standard one. Okay. Like what you mentioned ICU earlier and stuff. Like what type of certification cheerleaders can have to coach a team? And can you break down the details, like how?
Basically, in Malaysia, you just have to take some judging course, and also some.
The judging class from?
The judging course actually from ICU.
ICU.
Yes.
Okay.
They actually give these classes to conduct, so that actually can help to grow cheerleading in Malaysia as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a coach must have a ICU certificate.
Not necessarily ICU, because ICU is for international. But in Malaysia, we have our own CHAM Association Cheerleading, which is support Malaysia cheerleading and actually like to provide judging course and cheerleading costing cost as well.
Costing cost. So like about ICU, is there any local bodies like ICU too?
What do you mean by that?
Like an association same like ICU, but it's formed by local, like Malaysia.
Oh no.
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 Okay. I overheard there's one who organized the competition, like C3.
Yeah.
It's CHAM, right?
Yes, the
So,
owner of CHAM.
CHAM is actually like ICU or not?
They are totally different from ICU.
Also, they are not doing things like ICU.
No, totally
Then
different.
what they are doing?
CHAM or ICU?
CHAM.
CHAM, they are taking care of the cheerleader in Malaysia. They are like the the head of society.
Oh, a society head.
Yeah.
Which
in
they
Malaysia.
only guide.
Yeah, they only guide. They arrange competition. Yeah, then if let's say you want to go other competition, you have to inform they are, because they are actually the head society in cheerleading.
So, what they also follow ICU, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. Okay. Some optional question, like if there's a chance for you to work in cheerleading, would you consider?
From my point of view, because I started working in cheerleading and in gymnastic company,
Okay.
and actually this company, as in the sport, is well known by Olympic. I won't like join, or in the future, if I would, maybe I would work just part time with cheerleading.
Part time with cheerleading.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. Sometimes you will have very tight and busy schedules. Like, is that passion that motivates you to come training even with the tight schedule and exhausting day?
Yes.
Passion.
Yes.
Okay, as an experience, like, do you plan on taking a judge course?
Yeah, I plan to take a judging course.
Why you want to be a judge course? I mean a judge.
So to be more qualified,
Okay.
to be more clear
Okay.
how to actually judge a team.
So that helps you choreograph the.
They actually help us, for example, give us tips
Uh-huh.
to teach a team.
Okay, I see. Okay, last question. Like let's say if you have the chance to judge a performance,
Alright.
what would you see first? Like, what is more important?
In performing,
Yeah, like a cheer competition, let's say they are performing. What would you see?
I would like to see the execution in the performance.
Execution in the performance.
Yes.
Execution in terms like how firm they are.
Actually, how firm they are,
Uh-huh.
how solid is the stance, how nice they do their routine, how clean they're very neat routine, very simple.
So what makes her performance good is execution,
Yes, execution.
clean, and is there anything else? No.
Execution, clean.
Skill, does it skills makes it?
Yes, but skill is actually under difficulty.
under difficulty.
Yeah. So for example, in the score sheet, they actually do execution and difficulty. But for example, when you see the execution low, it actually bring down the difficulty as well.
So execution and difficulty is the same. It's almost like linked together.
It's linked together.
So I can say so that if like you do very high skill but your execution is low, it means nothing.
It means nothing because the difficulty you're doing is low.
So what is the most best choreograph is to have high execution, simple. If your team can achieve hard, then hard. If not, then simple will do. That, let's say if you're joining a level 6.
Alright.
Okay. Your execution is high, but your skills are simple.
Okay.
Your stunts are simple.
Alright.
Does that affect your overall score? Or?
But I believe that the routine won't be so simple until there will be no level 6 stuff.
But at least some
At least some.
Okay. Thank you so much. That's marks our end of the interview.